Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTaker. In this video, I'm going to talk about the best smartphone display of the 2021. Yes friends, this is a question which I'm getting from plenty of subscribers asking me to do best in each and every category. So this video, I will try to focus only in the display, and next upcoming videos, I'll try to focus in each and every category as well. But let's see friends, out of this, all the smartphones in the 2021, which display is my favorite display? So that's what this video is about. And I'll try to mention all the reasons why I did select that particular smartphone is a winner. So I'll take all this kind of into the consideration. So for example, what is the screen size, what is the screen type, and brightness and customization option, and HDR is supported in the Netflix or not, touch sampling rate and refresh rate, and there should be no green tint and there should be no black color crush issue. Maybe black color crush issue but not green tint, because the main reason black color crush issue can be found in few of the AMOLED smartphones. So green tint can be found in rare, in few phones only, not in all the phones. But this black color crush issue can be seen in few of the AMOLED phones as well. That's the reason it's kind of really excused, but green tint should not be there. So out of all the smartphones which I have used in the 2021, I did use a lot of phones like Realme X1 Max, Mi 11X device, iQOO 7 device, Realme GT Master Edition, Realme GT, and Realme GT Neo 2, Moto Edge 20, even Mi 10T as well, a lot of IPS LCD panels as well, OnePlus Nord 2 and Poco F3 GT. Out of this, all the smartphones, the only one phone which I can feel actually really worth for buying for entertainment purpose, which is Poco F3 GT. Yes friend, this is one of my favorite smartphone in terms of the display. I'll try to explain you all the reasons why I did select this Poco F3 GT is a clear winner. And even I'll try to mention you why I did not select other smartphones as a winner in terms of the display. So first thing is about the display. Display panel in this phone, which is a 10-bit panel, which is quite good when compared with the AMOLED panels and the Super AMOLED panels. That's the one plus point. Even the Moto Edge 20 has also got the 10-bit panel, but I did not select this display. I'll try to explain you why as well. So that's one bonus point in the Poco F3 GT in terms of the screen type. That's also a good thing. So screen type is slightly advantage in this Poco F3 GT. Next thing is about the brightness. The brightness of the Poco F3 GT is not that great, but the peak brightness can go up to 1300 nits. Peak brightness, as you can see. That's what if you try to do the Google search quick, you will be able to find out. Peak nits is 1300 nits. That's also present in this Poco F3 GT. And screen size is of 6.61 inches, which is also quite big for me. I did like this kind of screen size. That's also fantastic, and very slim bezels, as you can see around the corners when compared with other phones. That's quite good. And phone has got the touch sampling rate of 480 Hz touch sampling rate, which is default touch sampling rate, not like other smartphones. This phone has got default touch sampling rate, which has got pretty high touch sampling rate. As you can see right now, I'm getting values up to close to 580 and 570 as well, somewhere around that. So that's really incredibly good. So you need to do the minus with the refresh rate 120 Hz. That's also good. So higher touch sampling rate and higher refresh rate and better screen and better screen type as well. And final thing is about the Netflix HDR is supported in this device. Yes, only few phones will be able to support the Netflix HDR and the Amazon Prime HD. That is what I'm trying to give the bonus points for this Poco F3 GT in terms of the Netflix HDR. As you can see friends, HDR is supported in this device, and there are other phones like iQOO 7 also supports the HDR content, but not the Realme phones. Realme phones, they don't support HDR at this moment. And apart from that, the customization is fantastic in this device, where you can actually increase the volume Dolby Atmos while watching Netflix as well. As you can see, customization in terms of the volume output. Not only that, and the Poco F3 GT and Mi 11X device and Mi phones, they do have one option which is called that various styles you can actually select in this device. As you can see, different styles. So which is by default really good advantage, which I do feel a lot of changes will be happening to the UI. As you can see, try to look at the colors, how much improvement it's been with the colors. And AI mode also you can actually choose, cinematic mode as well. Black and white mode also you can actually watch in case if you want to watch, but I am not sure how many people will be watching. But anyway, these are really good advantage friends with the different filters. For me, I will be using these filters most of the time. I'm not sure about you, but I will be using these filters to use this kind of HDR content sometimes. Even when watching normal videos also you can actually watch with the HDR content type. That's a fantastic thing. So not only these filters, even the settings application also you will be having plenty of customization. So much of customization. Let's go to the color scheme and let's go to the advanced settings, and now you can actually find so much of options. As you can see friends, so many. You can actually increase the contrast and increase the gamma and everything. You can actually do a lot of enhancement which can be found in this Poco F3 GT. You might be wondering why I did not select the Mi 11X device, because Mi 11X also got similar kind of display and everything, but display E4 panel and brightness is quite good. So in the Mi 11 X device, there's green tint problem going on in the Mi 11 X smartphone. That might be the reason why I did not select. And not only that, there is another black color crush issue as well. Even this phone also got black color, little bit kind of issue, not a huge, but just a little bit. As I said, black color crush issue can be kind of normal, but green tint problem is kind of very severe in the Mi 11 X device. Even in the iQOO phone as well, green tint problem is there. And these are the few reasons why I did select only the Poco F3 GT, where I cannot see any kind of green tint problem in this device. So main thing, HDR10 plus certified, that's fantastic in this Poco F3 GT, and higher touch sampling rate in this device, that's also fantastic, and very good customization option in this phone. So these are the few things which are kind of unique in the Poco F3 GT when compared with other phones. You may not be able to understand the value of this phone because only users like me will be able to figure out, because I do have plenty of phones with me, so I can actually see the difference. You may be having only one phone out of this, so you don't know much difference, but I can actually see the difference when I'm trying to use this Poco F3 GT. And next thing about the Mi 11X device. Mi 11X has got one of the special feature, which is MEMC, which works fantastic in this device. So I'll let you show you friends MEMC. Let me go to the back display. So when you're watching the YouTube videos, this can actually boost from 30 FPS to 60 FPS without even you selecting the changing option. You cannot, even if you watch 30 FPS, this video will be selecting 60. So that's the reason friends, I did select the Poco F3 GT as a clear winner in this kind of competition, even though I did use plenty of smartphones nowadays, but I'll be watching only the Netflix in this Poco F3 GT only. There are two reasons: HDR is supported, and next reason is about the volume in this phone, which is the dual speakers, which is really fantastic when compared with other smartphones. The bass effect I get in this device, this is what the two things which makes me to watch the videos in the Poco F3 GT. So do let me know in the comments below friends, what are your thoughts on this particular topic. And next thing is about the Realme phones. They are also great in terms of the display, but they're okay. They are kind of okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They're kind of okay, no problems. But when compared with the other phones offering HDR contents and offering a lot of customization, they're slightly kind of lagging behind. You may be thinking no one will be using these features and no one will be using these filters, but there are users like me who feels this kind of options are really good. So that's it friends, thank you for watching. And really there will be a little bit difference with the 10-bit panel and the Super AMOLED panel. Not a huge, just a little bit difference. If you watch side by side, you will be able to observe the difference. The only reason I was able to observe because I was watching side by side. That's the main reason. So that's it friends, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. The quick best display awards of the 2021 I'll be giving to the Poco F3 GT. And next category, I'll try to come back with another maybe battery backup, which phone is really good in the battery backup, and maybe in the performance and in the camera. All these aspects I'll try to cover in each and every video. So make sure to follow my channel regularly for the next couple of days, which I'll try to focus on this category. Meanwhile, signing off friends, thank you for watching. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Bye.